Don't be content with crap.
This is Born Strategist, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about why Destiny is not balanced as far as multiplayer is concerned, and why Blink should be removed from the game. Now, I'm going to start with balance first, and then I'll move on to Blink. So, let's get into this. First of all, just in case you didn't know, because I know this will be obvious to some, Destiny and the Crucible are not balanced. Okay, this is just in regards to the Crucible. Okay, it's never been balanced, and it won't be balanced in its current form. The reason for that is because, well, just look at the characters. Okay, you got the Warlock, you got the Titan, and you got the Hunter. And all of those characters have their own unique abilities and grenades and melee attacks, and you're never going to be on equal ground. And there lies a problem, hence the reason why it's not balanced. Okay, I can go into a lot of great detail, but I'm not going to do that. It should be fairly obvious to a lot of you that play the Crucible quite a good amount that it is not balanced. Okay, and that's not even talking about weapons, let's just talk about subclasses. Subclasses in this game have been the main reason as to why it's broken. Okay, as long as people don't have the same abilities and access to the same grenades or melee attacks or jumps or whatever it is, they're not going to be on equal ground. Never. You're always going to be playing a rock, paper, scissors game. You're always going to have an advantage or a disadvantage to whoever it is you're fighting as long as they're not utilizing the same class. But moving on. Now let's go ahead and get on to Blink, because Blink has been a subject of much controversy and I'm sick and tired of hearing about it, and to be honest with you, I don't even want to talk about it. But here's the thing. It's broken. And it should be removed in order to help better balance the Crucible. But the thing is, because a particular person at Bungie has a fondness of the ability or has some sort of sentimental attachment to the ability, it will remain. And there lies the problem. This is coming from the same people that thought Armor Lock and Halo Reach was cool.
Right now, at this exact moment in development, Armor Lock's insane. It's super powerful. I love it.
But the one thing they never took into account was that it was, in its core, broken. Okay, Armor Lock had the ability to pretty much negate anything that the enemy would throw at you. And you didn't have to necessarily time it right either. For example, if someone stuck you with one of those Covenant sticky grenades in Halo, you just go ahead and activate Armor Lock and it will fall right off. Okay, and it would just be able to negate any type of damage you could think of. Whether it was a tank trying to run you over or a rocket launcher to the face, you could just avoid any type of damage. Sound familiar? Granted, you were a stationary target and you had an EMP ability, which is different from Blink, I understand that, but still, it's somewhat similar in that you are able to negate a great deal of damage, if not all damage, okay? Especially with Armor Lock, you didn't take any damage. But here's the thing. It's broken. Regardless if they want to admit it or not, it's broken. The problem is they have nothing to replace it with, or they don't want to put forth the time, effort, and energy into constructing something to replace it with. And as a result, people such as myself are going to be stuck with this crap in the Crucible for some time to come. Even if they nerf it and they reduce the cooldown time, make it take longer, it's still going to give the person that's utilizing it a huge advantage over someone who's not. And there lies the problem. No matter how they try to tweak this, no matter what they try to do to better this in the Crucible, they can't. It's going to still be a problem simply because people could avoid anything and everything that's thrown at them. And there lies the issue. Now, since they're not going to remove it, I might as well go ahead and offer a solution. And my solution is very simple. If you're going to keep Blink in the game, which you shouldn't, but if you're going to keep it in the game, my recommendation is this, and I'm doing your job for you and I'm not being compensated for it, which is bullshit, because you guys should have had the foresight and the knowledge to figure out how to fucking fix this crap before it even became a problem in your alpha and beta phases. You lazy motherfuckers. No excuse for this shit. I understand I'm a very picky person, I'm very demanding, and there's a reason for that. It's because you don't want to have problems such as this and piss off your fucking community. But my solution is this. If you're going to keep Blink, then you must heavily penalize Blink users because they have too much of an advantage. Cooldown is not that big of an issue because as long as they can do it once, then they could avoid a rocket or a Nova Bomb or any super you could think of, and that is too overpowered. But if you want to keep Blink in the game, the best thing for you to do is to penalize the user of Blink by taking away their shields. And I mean all of their shields. Not just a portion, not just 1/4 or half or 1/3. Take it all away. Take it all away to where they have nothing but health. And make it to where they can't blink again until their shields have fully recovered. Then and only then will you be able to minimize, not completely eradicate, but minimize the effectiveness of Blink. With that said, I have never seen a developer in my entire life that has pissed anyone off more so than this development team has pissed me off in regards to this game. Look, I'll give them a little bit of slack in that it's a new IP and they weren't sure as to what they were going to do with it, but still, that's no excuse. This shit should have been well refined and fixed prior to its release. If they would have required more time to get this game out and have it in working order, then they should have took that time. Granted, I know that certain members of the development team were probably stating that prior to the game's release, but as a result of investors and corporate suits breathing down their neck, they didn't have a choice and they had to release it early. We've heard this before, but I'm sick and tired of seeing this shit happen solely for financial gain. Fucking unacceptable. With that said, what's your thoughts? What's your opinions? Let me know below. And until next time, thanks for watching. And for more objective reviews, strategy guides, commentaries, and more, stay tuned to this channel.